Sarah Boone, she's got a reputation of running with the law, but not for her beauty. She has done hit a wall. She's known for something that'll make you cringe. Spent the night drinking, just a bit of a binge. Sarah Boone writing letters from herself, locked her boyfriend in a suitcase, so what the hell? With a twisted sense of humor and a heart so cold, she recorded his cries while she laughed and rolled. Now Sarah's standing trial, writes letters and pleads. She says no attorney can satisfy her needs. She's on her own, defending her crime. With the 4 years gone, she is just wasting time. Oh, Sarah Boone, the talk of Winter Park, sending letters from jail, she's making her mark. Locked her boyfriend in a suitcase, so what a tale. Laughing as he cried, recorded it without fail. Oh, Sarah Boone, the talk of Winter Park, sending letters from jail, she's making her mark. Locked her boyfriend in a suitcase, so what a tale. Laughing as he cried, recorded it without fail. The courtroom's buzzing, the tension's high. Sarah Boone smirks, won't bat an eye. She's a half-wit that'll make y'all scratch your head, even when facing charges of making a man dead. Sarah Boone, the joker behind bars, writing letters from jail, reaching for the stars. Locked her boyfriend in a suitcase, the ultimate prank. With a bad sense of humor, then continued to drink. Now it's time to dig deep into the harrowing tale. Sarah Boone, the prankster who did not fail. Locked her boyfriend in a suitcase, let him meet his doom. But we'll always remember her name, Sarah Boone. But we'll always remember her name, Sarah Boone. Now it's time.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Good evening. No, we've got some more for you tonight. Oh, yeah, there is a lot more going on in Otter Creek. We're going to be covering that tomorrow, maybe a little bit of it in the morning. There's so much happening. Oh my God. Crazy stuff. So, I've got some documents that I'm going to read. Oh no, thank you, Debbie. I'm well aware that there's some stuff going on there. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow. Hey Roxanne, good to see you. Suzanne Dean, Debbie Webb, all you other fine people coming in. Make sure you hit that like button, all that kind of neat jazz. If you're not sub, well, you can always do that too. Maybe today is the day I earn your talent. Gosh, crazy stuff going on today. So yeah, oh my gosh, that's so much fun. But yes, we've got more stuff. We also have a short video. Well, maybe not too short. We've got a short video that we're going to show you also. So we'll sort of get through a lot of this stuff pretty quick and get through her portion of it. And whatever we get done with her, then we'll talk about what we've got going on tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. So this right here is her order and notice of hearing. Crazy stuff here. So this is the order that came in. from the judge. Basically, it's just saying on August 9th, 2024, the motion for defendant's reasonable freedom in movement by allowing her to be unshackled and handcuffed and comfortable while utilizing the courtroom. Hand filed August 5th, 2024. The court having received the motion, have reviewed the court file, having considered testimony, evidence offered, having considered the arguments offered by counsel for state, and having considered arguments offered by defendant, hereby granted for reason placed on the record. So basically what they're saying is they will make sure that she is unshackled in court and it's done and ordered. Deadline may be extended upon a showing of good cause. If there's any reason why they can't see that she shouldn't be unshackled. And this basically pulls up the Miami Herald published covering, and this is just basically going over the case law, which isn't anything spectacular. It's just, if you're wanting to read case law, we can do that. But that's all this is just basically saying, hey, we're just want to make sure that it's unprecedented. The trial court should begin its consideration with the assumption that a pretrial hearing be conducted in open court. And that's all. That's basically all this is. Just a bunch of citations. And then, of course, they're just showing media companies intervened to move to access certain records, forthcoming pretrial release. This has to do with a lot of the documents that you're going to be seeing during the court case. They don't want to make sure that some of this evidence isn't shown before a potential jury. And these are things that you don't have any knowledge of. This is that's all that this stuff is right here. 3 orders regarding discovery materials, petition denied. This right here is brief for one of the corresponding conditions, bloody scene. This just, that's all that this is right here. Just a bunch of case law to help support what they were talking about. Then that same day, this came in. But this right here was Sarah Boone, and this is what we're gonna read from right here. And it goes to Captain D. Giovanni, I believe is the name. D. Giovanni, I could be wrong. Orange County Corrections Department. Sarah Boone, questions, concerns for laptop, phone, etc. Captain, thank you for your friendly cooperation and assistance in me receiving my laptop yesterday, 8/6/2024, and 2 Discovery USB drives supplied by my new investigator. I am attempting to fully maximize my opportunities available from OCCD to thrive in my forced position as a court-appointed pro se defendant and the successor of my case. Now, see, I just want to excel in that their present circumstances, but my attempting my best I've been since the day of my incarceration, ongoing 5 years ago, as you can imagine. I do not want to be here any longer, ever. With the hopeful, effortless cooperation and attentive care from yourself and OCCD, I believe I can achieve more effectively, equally, so I am able to plan my very overdue exit in the very near future. Sweet cheeks, don't you know you ain't getting your ass out of there? Just saying. I have been instructed to contact you directly for the listed questions and concerns to hopefully remedy or provide further insight to, for completion of, so there is a universal understanding to enable me to produce greater, faster results in work product in my care and defense. Thank you in advance and profusely. Oh, so here's where we get into it. Bitches, I be wanting laptop times. Dinner from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm willing and need to vigorously work on my defense as often as possible. I do not think, therefore, I should not be restricted to this time use only. After 4 p.m., I do not have access to the laptop, which equals 0 work product in progress. The building of my defense is halted for 16 hours until the next morning. I should be able to work on this 24/7 request. Be extending them times used by 2.5 hours in the evening. That's not a reasonable request. You could have that. Number 2, USB drive security. As stated in court to the judge, I do not feel comfortable in handing over the entire contents of my case to the miscellaneous officers in the down for the day. All of my information is highly confidential, and I am trying to avoid further leaks on top of the already recorded jail phone calls, visitation names, and details, my inmate interactions, meals consumed, etc. Ironically, she complained about her work area being cramped. Just to think about that. A concerning example just today. I returned their laptop and the USB drives together yesterday. I received back the laptop, which is not charged at all for instant use, and the USB drives separated with the protocol security paperwork removed I needed, and then both bags resealed. Another example, I went to pick up everything in the evening, and the officer removed both USB drives from the bags before giving to me. Who is in control of the laptop and my 2 USB drives when I return at the end of each day? Where do they go? How are they secured? Why are contents being removed and being opened? As I said, I do not feel secure in this process. If there is one, and if there's vital to see me that OCCD handles with priority, safety, security, and the care. When asking any officer anything pertaining to the laptop and the drives, they do not know and become agitated with me trying to ask and figure anything out. They tell me, bitch, be shut down. They shut me down. Nobody answers me. My name is Sarah. I act like I carry on. Request. Allow me to keep only the 2 USB drives at my bunk. After returning the laptop to keep in my secured locked drawer each day. Hopefully evening. Number 3. Classroom. Now, this room is unoccupied for the majority of each day and available close to undisrupted in the solution for me to achieve privacy for the reviewing and listening to my confidential case documents. The classroom is also in direct, continuous, effortless view of the officers at all times. They're watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Request. Permitted me access to utilize the table in the classroom to view and listen to my discovery on the laptop, but not occupied and is in direct view of the officers. I've been needing some earphones and headphones. As I said, my discovery contains a large amount of audio to be listened to, unlike that suitcase where that man was stuffed in. If you will not permit me to access the classroom, I will need listening abilities with the earphones or headphones over the ever-increasing noise level of the dorm. These are also a lust when down in the lockdown and quiet so no one is able to hear. Request. Provide any kind of earphones or headphones. Do it. Do it now. No, there's number 5, which is very important. Open the suitcase doors, Hal. Give me a start. Request. Provide any kind of the earphones or headphones. Internet with limited internet access and restrictions. I need to research heavily to my defense. All of it, okay? Locate witnesses, any experts, the clerk's websites, correspond with the judge, my defense team, anyone affiliated or maybe with my case. Forward motions, other important documents, everything I need to educate myself about ever being pro se and all that kind of stuff. Now, please understand, I cannot complete any of the aforementioned without the internet. The basic laptop provided is only for viewing my USB drives. There's no other access. Well, my request is, grant me some access to the internet with appropriate parental controls in the United Access with the restrictions. So dramatic. Oh, yes. Oh, so dramatic. I can't help it. Now, I need a word program. Type any motions, make notes, lists, rumors, or memos, anything I need to document and record for future reference or shared with potential team or members. Oh, potential team members. I think I'm going to have a whole team that comes in to help me. Be amazing. Now, open and create a document. I need to be able to open and create a document, save work product information, text or PDF documents created to email, if granted, print needed documents or discovery pages for mailing, sharing, presenting, or distributing. My request is permit access to Word program to use fully, properly, and progressively. Mm-hmm. Now, as you know, I need some telephone access. If you wasn't aware, my dorm contains payphones only, and we're limited to only 15 minutes per call, which are collect. I need to be able to communicate on a regular normal phone to make any necessary calls for my case to use in trial. I have no other way of contacting anyone that is not collect, which, incredibly diminishes most, if not all, of my opportunities to properly prepare. Well, isn't that special? I know parental controls are disgusting. Actually, parental controls, that's about as awkward as a back rub from grandpa. But a request, permit me access to a regular normal phone to communicate reasonably with the parties in my case and my new futuristically to be affiliated with. Number 8, hardcore discovery. Oh, sorry. Discovery hard copies. As I'm preparing, I can keep these in a permitted property bag discreetly located at my bunk. I will purge the documents I have new and keep only my discovery hard copies. The remaining I can send to the property department and will purge everything already being stored for easy convenience and extra space. Also, the laptop hours are closed. I am able to pick up uninterrupted with these hard copies at any time. Any comparative review with the digital can also be achieved. My request is this. Permit my hard copy discovery to be received and kept unnoticed at my bunk for readily available viewing and unrestricted access to. I don't know. We will see. We will see. It'd be nice, but no guarantees on that. Captain Giovanni, everyone's understanding and invaluable time is greatly appreciated in their assistance in aiding me to utilize my capabilities and opportunities here at OCCD. I am diligently working on what I can with what I have, a laptop, 2 USB drives, and I'm severely hindered in real progress without my requests, especially needing to access the internet and normal functioning telephone. I'm so inconvenienced, sort of like being packed away in a suitcase somewhere and just left alone for hours on end. Now, since becoming one of them there pro se defendants was not my choice, sweetheart, you were given the opportunity to stop your tomfoolery and you didn't. I am already trying to overcome extreme circumstances just in my life of incarceration, and now in addition being forced by the court to represent and defend myself in my criminal case. Extreme has progressed to extraordinary. So please understand my attempts are always in good faith, where I am simply trying to complete these tasks needed to surpass my difficulties and achieve overdue success. And finally, I cannot do it without you and the assistance of the Orange County Corrections Department, or better known as OCCD. So thank you everyone for your patience and await your response for the needed collaboration and conclusion of my requests, please, and criminal case. I have notified the judge also with a copy of this letter too. He is aware I am in the process of trying to receive their must-haves and that I need further guidance and answers from you first. From here, I can create and all motions that may be necessary for access and completion. This is very important, Captain, and time sensitive, as to my proposed trial date is on October 7th, 2024. As of this letter, I have only 59 days for the completion of my defense prior. Please understand the importance of your timely attention and response. As I said, I can't do this without you and the help of OCCD. I am beyond grateful. Please notify me as soon as possible, please, about any motions I need to file for my request to be granted. Thank you immeasurably. Hello, Lady Ryder. Good to see you. Oh, P.S. My name here is Pro Se Indigent Defendant Inmate. I also spoke with Sergeant Casey in the courtroom, requesting your time, please, at your earliest opportunity, to convey the importance of my request and hopefully be completed. And this, of course, is my Radic. Isn't he wonderful? Well, since all of that, there's also been another motion that came out. Now, this one here was filed on 8/12. So this was filed yesterday at about 3:30 in the evening. This is a motion to intervene for the limited purpose of opposing closure. Okay. This is from Channel 9, moves to intervene in this action for the limited purpose of opposing closure and judicial proceedings in the support thereof. They states as follows: has covered the murder of Jorge Torres and the arrest, investigation, prosecution of Sarah Boone. Reporters from the news station attend court proceedings that rely upon state and county local public records, as well as judicial records as part of their news gathering process. This court has set a physical viewing of the evidence for September 3rd, 2024, and is set to consider the media's attention in the viewing during the hearing on August 14th, 2024, which is tomorrow. And yes, if we're able to stream any of that tomorrow, we will. No guarantees that it will happen, but I'm prepared to. Any closure of the physical viewing directly affects the media and the public's right to monitor this important criminal proceeding. As such, WFTV is standing to intervene and oppose any request closure. See, example, Miami Herald, County Lewis, blah, blah, blah. WTV would like to be heard in this manner and asserts that any requested closure should be denied. Florida has traditionally served as a model for open government and courts. It is well settled in the state that the criminal court proceedings are presumptively open to the public, and the Florida Supreme Court has stated as a trial is a public event, and what transpires in the courtroom is public property. I just love all the different views. Oh, thank you, Debbie. So therefore, when considering a request to close court proceedings, this court should begin its consideration with the assumption that a pre-trial hearing be conducted in open court unless those seeking closure carry their burden to demonstrate a strict and inescapable necessity for closure. This order is to justify closure. The moving party must meet an exacting standard and show closure is necessary to prevent a serious and imminent threat to the administration of justice. Well, A, that's already been proven. B, no alternative other than change of venue would protect the defendant's right to a fair trial. That's been covered. And a closure would be effective in protecting the rights of the accused without being broader than necessary to accomplish this purpose. Yes. Because here is my problem with the media wanting to get in there. As much as we would love to see what all of that is going to be, because, we're a bunch of nosy busybodies. The thing about it is, this right here could taint a jury trial. It could taint the jury. And so I think that the judges made all points, and they shouldn't. ABC stations wants their normal access to everything. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's the point of all of this, is to get access to everything and see everything. I think the judge is right in this and saying, "Hey, no, we shouldn't be doing this," and they're just going to quote a little bit citations there and all this kind of stuff. And then they make their argument about why they should be second alternatives. Closure exists. Finally, closure would be ineffective and broader than necessary to protect the defendant's fair trial rights. When prejudicial information already has been made public, there would be little justification for closing a pretrial hearing in order to prevent only the disclosure of details, which has already been publicized. So there is that possibility. But we don't know what's in there until the judge sees it. That makes sense. So we don't know what they have. It could be pictures of him being deceased. It could be pictures of an autopsy. It could be, pictures of his stomach contents. Who knows? It could be pictures of his dirty toenails. And you won't know until the judge shows it. And the judge is sort of taking that precautionary because he thinks it could be prejudicial to his jury. Yeah, classic media hates the word no. I mean, I think it sucks. I personally would, because I'm nosy also, would want to see what all they have and all that neat kind of stuff. So that's basically what the news put out on the 12th. Today being the 13th, nothing happened in this case, but tomorrow there will be a hearing, and it's basically just a status hearing that they have right here. So this right here. There's going to be a physical viewing of the evidence on September 3rd. Okay. But the media is wanting to have a viewing during a hearing on August 14th, or just have the media's allowed personnel to be there. That's basically all this one is. And that's not going to float with the judge. If the judge is saying no, then more than likely that's going to be a hard hell no, and it's not going to happen. That's not abnormal for a judge to basically say any of that. And of course, we will have a nice little video here for you, which will be. This is an interesting one. This is an older one, and so I don't know how many of you have actually seen this, but this is a body cam footage for a DV that was called in 2019. Now, just think, a year later, Jorge was no longer breathing, or George, or whatever they call us. But this here is that.
Want to watch that side?
Friendly conversation. Hey, you want to speak to so-and-so?
Be crazy.
Junior Torres. Junior, right? Or
Jorge Jr.
Yeah, Jorge Torres Jr.
Jorge Torres Jr.
Morning, ma'am. Can we talk to Jorge Jr.?
No, he's working.
Okay.
He's working.
Yeah,
Working.
and that's Aloma. I think
I think this is
you go
the.
this way.
This
and you
is
go to
Mom.
Aloma.
Okay.
That's the Ace there.
Oh, he works at Ace Hardware.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're just here to speak to him about something that possibly happened yesterday. So, but he's at work right now.
Yeah.
We just want to have a chit chat with him. That's all.
Okay.
That's where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just want to let you know he's an alcoholic.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
And the lady that he's having problems, she has to his ID, and she don't want to give it to him for a long time.
Okay.
He got everything.
Because he was just arrested, wasn't he?
Yeah, because I think arguing with her.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we just wanted to speak to him about something real quick. If he's at work, we'll have a chit chat with him at work, and we'll go from there. So, okay, man, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay,
Jack, sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
So there's no audio for this portion of it. Makes you want to turn my head one way or the other. Yeah, there will be some audio kicking in here shortly. This gets weird, creepy, really quick. And you get to see Boone at her finest right here. Yeah. Oh my God.
So I'm guessing you called for a reason, right?
You told me 24 hours to
Yep.
check. Okay.
Yeah, but you do realize he's here, though, right?
322.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking?
I have.
Yeah. Hey, Taz. If you have not seen this, this is Sarah. This is typical Sarah right here. I mean, did you see how she came out of the house and it's like, oh, we the same guys? Yeah. This is messed up.
So I'm guessing you called.
Yeah. What is she on? She is trashed out of her mind. She is like trashed.
For a reason, right?
You told me 24 hours to
Yep.
check. Okay.
Yeah, but you do realize he's here, though, right?
322.
Have you been drinking?
I had a drink.
Okay.
It's raining.
I did raining.
I had a drink. That's more than just a drink. That is like full blown, like wasted. Wow.
Public to 168 on Cornerstone Road. You take the manager. Or the store manager just broke.
No, don't close the door because I gotta keep an eye on my guy.
Okay, well, disappeared in different directions from one of the area check. One of the Hispanic males.
What's gonna happen?
Had tattoos all over him. No shirt, gray pants.
Yeah, I have to. He's here.
Other one, tattoos.
Yeah, you can stay right here. You can stay right here. He doesn't know that you call. He doesn't know how to
Another
know.
black male, no prescription, hard QA,
I have to.
three white females. An area check.
Why do you have to? So we left earlier.
Oh my
We
God.
respected your wish earlier. Yeah, we respected your wish earlier, okay? But he's here. Okay.
24 hours.
It's because it's domestic. That's the only reason why. Yeah, I have to, man. Bro.
I mean, if this isn't disturbing, yeah, she's crazy. That's why George was with her. Crazy girls are, well, you know. I married my wife because she was crazy. I divorced because she was crazy. My former worker. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm sure that she is quite a firecracker whenever they're drunk. I mean, this is like, oof.
You can stay right here.
If they show this in court right here, how she acts whenever she's drunk, came out of the house like she was welcoming people to a party, then realized it wasn't people who came to party. Yeah.
So, I'll hear your piece. You can step out here. Stop raining. It's just sprinkling. It's okay.
Go in the corner if you want.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, but I'm literally begging you, don't.
Yeah, but you know he's gonna have to.
No.
No.
Don't come out here acting out. Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do.
What?
Just the law. It's the way the law is. All right.
Wow.
So
I kind of like to give you a hug.
no, you don't need to give me a hug.
Yeah, you're kind of big and berry.
No, that's okay. No hugs today.
Wow. He's like, ooh. No, can I give you a hug? No, you
Man,
can't give me a
man,
hug.
go inside. Go inside. Go inside. We have one comment. She's good.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to get her to go back inside because we're trying to do something over here. I know, but I'm trying to keep you away from there. You're not listening. You keep coming outside. Just go inside. Yeah, he'll come talk to you.
No, don't have Rachel come talk to me.
There you go. Have Rachel. There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
I'll do whatever I can.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
She is. No, she is
What's your name
drunk.
again? I just said to stop. That's all.
Yeah, her ups and
There you
downs
go.
are
Go
so
call
fast
Papa
that oh yeah, it's crazy.
I had no idea.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Go
Christ.
inside. Call Mom and Pop.
What?
You're not going to do anything for him. There you go.
They
Call Mom
won't
and Pop.
answer.
You can't do
I'll
anything
make
for
sure
him.
we go over there. Babe.
Stop screaming at him.
Yeah,
See, if you
hell,
don't listen.
I know.
No. Go back inside.
Sure.
Go back inside.
so she called the
Go back
cops on
inside.
him, and now she's
Jesus.
freaking out.
Do you
Go
need
back.
Jesus right now?
I don't need Jesus. Go inside. Go inside. Why do you keep coming out here causing problems? Just go inside and call Mom and Pop.
Wow.
There's
One in
nothing
chat
you
if
can
you
do for him out here.
if
You're not
you
gonna hug
can.
him. You're not gonna go talk to him. Just go inside.
Oh, or three,
Call Mom
you
and
know,
Pop.
How's Henry over there talking to
stay
him?
away.
Henry's the property manager. He's asking him questions. The deputy's asking him questions. Why is this
What
all...
do you want me to do?
Ma'am, go inside. Call Mom and Pops. Let's
Oh,
go. You're not doing anything for him screaming here.
nothing like
Why
having
is this
two
so hard for you?
alcoholics battling it out.
What happened?
I need his folder and his mother's
Take her inside. Take her inside. Maybe he'll let show it to you.
father's number and his mother's number.
Yes, I
Yeah.
got
I could
I
give
got
him a
both.
piece of
I
All
got
right.
both. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all gotta go. Okay,
Alright.
it's done when it's done.
Why are you screaming for?
She has no concept of volume right
I
now.
have it.
Everyone's
I
like,
know.
two.
She's on something.
They got domestic incident last week.
This officer is done with Miss Boone.
He has no. Okay.
Yeah.
I know how it feels to be locked up without a number.
Yeah.
Can you write his mother and his father's number?
Come inside.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, go
You
inside.
need anything with me?
I need you to go inside like the past 5 minutes. Goodness
Yeah, she just
gracious.
curtsied.
All right, go.
George!
She called the cops on him.
By the floor. All right, bud.
There he is.
No, we don't. We have her information already.
Wow.
So here's what's gonna happen, bud. You're gonna take the ride back down, and because it's almost 2:00 in the afternoon, you're gonna see a judge tomorrow morning. You're gonna be able to see her today. And it might be the same judge that gave the no contact order. Okay. Listen, from here on out, bud, until that case is resolved, you cannot come here, okay, or have contact with her, even if she invites you. Okay. She called us earlier. She told us that you guys had a no contact order. Okay. She didn't want anything to do with you. Like, charge, nothing. But we told her because it's domestic, the state of Florida has to. Okay. So, all right, bud. Just make sure he's got nothing on him.
Imagine that.
Hey, you don't have anything on you, right, bud? No, okay. We'll make it as cordial as it can be. Okay. We promise, man. All right.
Damn.
What you say?
I'll do whatever I can.
I love you, babe.
I love you, babe. Wow.
I love you. Call Pop and Mom. Tell them that I'm.
I was filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement.
Sarah. Call Pop and Mom.
I'll make him
Wow. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, he's just a little guy.
It's all right, babe. George, give me your mom's and your father's number.
There,
I don't know it. I don't know it.
You don't know
He knows the number.
Chino, Sarah knows.
What's the charges against
So the domestic battery charge that he got hit with last week or whatever it was, he was given a no contact order by the judge.
See?
Okay, whether she invites him or not, I don't know. He knows he can't be here.
Jeez,
So he was here this morning, and she called us this morning. Okay, he's now back, and he knows by he can't be in contact.
Can I get some money so you can make a phone call?
No, he gets a phone call when he's down there. Yeah, he gets one when he gets in.
You don't got nobody's number?
Well, if you have a piece of paper,
This
real
is
quick,
just
you can get it for me,
this is
we'll give
just
it
the
to him.
epitome of stupidity.
She had.
If you can get it real quick, we'll give it to him.
Like I don't get this. I
so much
really
for watching. If you
I really don't get this. I honestly I don't understand this. How people don't think about this beforehand. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Back in the day, whenever before I got married, I was actually engaged to this young lady, and she broke off the engagement, broke my damn heart, and then calls me on Christmas Day. She broke up with me on Christmas Eve. Calls off the engagement, says she doesn't want to have anything left to do with me, and then calls me on Christmas Day wanting to get back together again. You know what I did? I ignored her phone call. I ignored everything about what she had going on. I moved on with my life. I think that messed her up. I think it really messed her up. Luckily, she ended up getting married, and hopefully she's all happy and everything. But here's the thing about it is whenever I was dating, if I was dating, because I was more screwing around quite a bit. This is before I got engaged. I decided I was going to calm down and not go chasing tail every which way, but just I guess with age comes sort of like, I think I want to have something a little more stable. Well, these girls would be like, I don't want you to come around anymore, or I'm done with you, or whatever it might be. It is, yeah. Same for me. Yeah, my wife now makes me very happy. That is the best part about it. That stability really helped out quite a bit. But looking back at all the different women that I messed around with throughout my wild youth, if a girl was like, no, I was like, all right, see you, bye. Like, I don't want to be around you anymore. Okay, see you. Move on. Why would I sit there and opine over somebody? And if they called me up, if and I never had this happen, but if someone accused me of abusing them, do you think that I would, if a judge ordered me not to come back around, that I would be the type of person to come back around? That is just some desperation right there. Nah, you want her living down in the van by a river, 9 kids, each with different prison. Yes. It was exactly best thing in the long run. Her mother, Satan, would have destroyed our lives. Very true. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with my wife. Try dating when you're older. No fun at all. True. That is one of the things about it. As you get older, dating is not so much fun. And it's not like my wife's not a little crazy. But she keeps the crazy in check. Does that make sense? I think all women have a little bit of crazy in them. Have to. I mean, just because life is crazy enough. Sick thought. Sarah Boone is wild in the sack. More moves than a 1,000-page kung fu book. Yeah, yeah. So Jorge kept going back. It's actually Jorge Torres. She calls him George, but it's Jorge. It is it is sad that George kept returning back to because she would invite him over. Oh, I miss you. Oh, look what I come on, just come on over. I'm sorry. I won't it won't be a problem. We'll work it out with the judge. We'll no big deal. You know you want what I got. You know you want what I got. Come on, it's okay. I love you, baby. Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, there was a I had a roommate at one point in time. See, that this me, I didn't tolerate bullshit. Like if a girl was like, started yelling or flipping out, I was just like, all right, see you, bye, and gone. I mean, I dated this girl that one day because I worked late nights. And whenever I say late nights, my shift started at like 9 o'clock at night. And I was dating this girl, living in an apartment, and she worked for I think it was Child and Family Services is what she did. And she came home one day after work and took plates out of her cabinet and started smashing them in the sink, like one after the other, with this like crazed look in her eye. And I was like, the first one to hit, I thought she dropped a plate, and so I jumped up to see if she was okay, and she's got a whole stack of plates there, and she's pulling them off, and she's like mumbling to herself under her breath, and then smashes a plate, and it pulls another one out, mumbling under her breath, and smashes a plate. And I'm like, are you okay? And she looks at me like I'm like she's looking right through me. And she goes, fine. And it smashes a plate. And I'm like, did I do something? Am I going to have to worry about her slicing me in the middle of the night or something? I don't know what the hell's going on. That night, I packed my bags and I left. And I never talked to her again after that. No joke. Yeah, she never threatened to whoop us, but she did wave her gun around a lot. Yeah. And it's one of those where I was like, I don't feel comfortable in this situation. I'm out. And I would leave. And could somebody fix it? Sure. I assume somebody could, but I had no desire to pursue that. That was not what I was going to deal with at any point in my life. I mean, it's a little bit harder whenever you have kids and you've been married for, X amount of years or whatever. We'd just been dating for a few years and she displayed that kind of craziness. And, she was talking about wanting to have kids and all this kind of stuff. We weren't even married, it was like plans for the future. But whenever she came home and did that, I was like, oh, hell no, that's not going to happen. We're not going down that road. We are not touching that with a 10-foot pole. You can just go away. Yeah, she was weird. She, like, whenever I say weird, crazy. Yeah, an X-rated kitty. That sucks. Struggling. Like, I don't get that. Your husband passed away right before your 50th birthday. You're now 68 and have decided to remain single. The choices are out there, not much to choose from. Very true. Very true. I mean, I guess if you go to a certain, 55 plus community or something like that, but hell, my wife's grandmother, she had I think her oldest daughter, yeah, it would have been her oldest daughter, went to college. The youngest daughter eloped. Or was it the other way around? I'm trying to remember who was older. One of them eloped. The other one went off to college. And what was it? A week before my mother-in-law's, her first marriage, a week before her first marriage, her father passed away. And he ran, he owned his own business, had tons of workers and a large farm, and, was pretty much, a well-known person in his area. And, very, very, very wealthy. Well, whenever he passed, her grandmother never remarried. She said, "Nope, this is my name, and I'm not going to change it." And she wore her wedding ring until the day she died. And she lived to be 102. I think this is how old she was whenever she passed. And she would have been in her, what, 30s, 40s, something like that. Probably in her 40s. She never even, and it wasn't like there was all kinds of suitors that were coming after her. She's like, nope, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. You don't see that much anymore. You don't see that kind of, yeah, I have, this is the person that I chose to be with. I don't see any need to be with anybody else. And it wasn't that she mourned for her husband or anything. She just was like, that's where I want to be. I'm happy here. And I've got no other choice. If I survive being married to Mrs. Checkbook, I'm never getting remarried. I'll consider myself lucky to make it out alive. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Oh my God. Conversations. Oh boy. What in the hell? Oh boy. Jeez Louise. I'm reading news that I shouldn't be reading. Steve Irwin's widow supposedly said she'll never date or marry again, that she already had her happily ever after. Exactly. That does happen. You got yourself a spider and just can't. I can just up and take a trip anytime I want. I took a 32-day, 7,500-mile trip with another friend. Had the best time of my life. Exactly. And that's sort of the way that if my wife passed before me, I probably wouldn't remarry. No, I mean, I probably could, but I just don't. I'm happy with my wife. I mean, I might like screw around or something like that, but I don't think I would ever get remarried. It would take a lot for that to happen. I don't know. I just absolutely adore my wife. She's the one that I was looking for whenever I started looking. Her attitude. My older sister was like, I thought you would be married like the supermodel, like legs up to here and, short mini skirts and boob jobs and all that kind of stuff from being a musician. I was, how would you think that? She was, well, rock musician and, you're like all over the place. I've seen some of the pictures of the girls that, you hang out with and all that kind of stuff. I was like, sis, it's like, those aren't the marrying type. Those aren't the marrying type. I'm not looking for someone. I'm looking for the person I'm looking for is someone that I can grow old with, and that I'm not worried about it whenever they have gray, and they're not worried about whenever they see all this gray. It doesn't matter to them. They see me for who I am. Like, no, my wife is just as lovely without makeup as she is with makeup. I enjoy that. I mean, I always appreciate it whenever she gets dolled up, but just happy going and having no different than sitting around having a beer or a glass of wine, or sitting by the fire pit, or sitting in watching a symphony or ballet, or going to a movie, or any of the number of things that we find that we enjoy spending time doing. Hell, just going for a walk around the block. Those are the things that I enjoy. Now, Sarah Boone, on the other hand, she's cray cray. She is cray cray. You gotta stay away from that kind of stuff. That could be. This is going to be a very interesting trial. This is going to be an absolutely insane trial. Looking forward to it to see what all happens. Gonna be one of those. I want to see. Oh, ouch. And I've got to see what it is that I was looking for. Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I do that, right. Good to see you, Taz. Good to see you. Yeah, there is some other stuff that is coming around the bend next week. Next week we're going to have a little bit of the DNC. So if you're wanting to watch that with hang out and watch the DNC and talk trash while we're doing it, there you go. I'll be watching that also. I'll probably be joining in a little bit later than everybody because, well, I do have to work during the day. And I know that those will be coming in at night. So my plan is to skip over a lot of it, have some bad lip sync, lip reading, just have some fun with it. Try to catch like the keynote speakers or whoever they're saying are the keynote speakers for this. The last day, of course, of the DNC is usually the presidential nomination for the DNC. I'm interested in seeing how this all goes. Hey, Diane G, good to see you. Last night you found a stray cat. The owners just came and picked up. There's a stray kitty up. So now it's back with his family. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, my wife and I, we went to, what was it? Maine? Yeah, I went to Maine for my 40th birthday. My wife didn't realize I don't like cold weather. She found out really quick that I don't like cold weather. It was something she wanted to do, and I had a really good time. I had a better time than I thought. And my wife, of course, likes lobster bisque. I enjoy just spending time with my wife. But we did that for my 40th birthday, and it was where was I going with it? Oh, so while we were on the plane, we had we left our dog at the house. And he was a little Yorkshire Terrier, not teacup, but a small Yorkshire Terrier. And he had access to a dog door so he could go in and out whenever he needed to. And so it was not cold in the summer. It was cold in the fall. My birthday is in September. They had the hottest year that they had. It was like record highs or heat in July. August was really hot. And then whenever September hit around, it got cold, like cold at night. Whenever I say cold, it was like in the 40s, something like that. It was pretty damn cold. And my wife didn't pack anything warm. It was a surprise trip. And that's why she didn't pack anything warm. She was just like, oh yeah, it's because you were here in Georgia. In Georgia, it's 70, 80 degrees, at night. And she's just like, yeah, thinking this is gonna be fun, packs a bunch of shorts. I don't even think she packed jeans. And we got up there. She did learn though from this trip. There was that. She decided to start looking at what the temperature is going to be where we were going, which helped out whenever we went to England and Scotland, France and Italy. Just like figuring out what the weather is going to be at any given point in time. Can't tell you're a huge animal lover, even small ones. But yeah, so that little Yorkie got out while we were in Maine. That was the point of the story. The little Yorkie got out while we were And as soon as we landed, my wife's phone has got like these text messages because he had on his collar, he had her phone number. And so they were texting her, saying, we found your dog roaming through the neighborhood. Apparently he had gotten out and taken the route that we would normally walk. I guess he was looking for us or something. Very smart dog. And he was friendly with everybody, like just as happy to be with anyone. He had no problem making friends. And so they called my wife, and I think they had called her like maybe 3 times, 4 times, like that. While she was in the air, and whenever she landed, she called them, and she was just like, "What happened?" And it wasn't that long of a flight. So, well, we found your dog wandering the neighborhood. And he just hopped right in the car. I mean, he was happy to see us. We couldn't figure out where he goes because you don't have an address on there. And so, we've got your dog. And she was just like, can I get your number? I've got your number. I'll call you back. She called our friend. Our friend went and picked him up from those people. But yeah, we were gone for like a week, and he just wandered off. So that's so sweet that you got the kitty back to it. That's always great. You've been married 3 times, all had their abuses in different ways. Been single since 2000. Nice. Nice. Hey Taz, there's nothing wrong with being a can't bear to let it sit outside overnight. There's nothing wrong with man. I found a ferret like that had been out, and um and it was just as happy as could be. Fed it. It had a really bad case of fleas. I just took him and got some flea medicine and cleaned that thing all up. Got him nice and cleaned up, and the girlfriend that I had at the time, she got freaked out by the ferret. That ferret was pretty damn cool. She got freaked out by the ferret and just set it back out, like let it go, and it just took off. I'm sure that was that was that was the strangest thing. Yeah, ferret was pretty damn cool. I'd never had one before. I didn't know how to really take care of it, but he did good. Did good. He was a happy little ferret when everything was all said and done. He got his 10 minutes of freedom or prison sentence or whatever you want to call it. Got all cleaned up. He didn't bite. I think he was actually trained. That's a big possibility. Previously trained. Yeah, there was I've had cats that came to me pregnant. That's how I ended up with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Um, they were all Maine Coons. Dewey ended up having a long life. He went to my the singer of my band. Him and his now wife took the kitten and gave him some love, and he I think it's been probably about 20 years since that cat went with him. Yeah, that was crazy. It is crazy that little kitten went there. Was a happy cat. They used to give him a lion cut all the time. So he loved getting his hair cut. The Maine Coon, he was just like, yeah, this is awesome. Um, copy. I'm gonna do that. Copy that, and I'm gonna put this in here and put this here. For whatever reason, this isn't showing. There it is, and that's gonna be in about 5 or 6 minutes. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be a long stream. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what was going on with Sarah Boone. Tomorrow morning, we'll be talking a little bit about all the fallout from Donald Trump and his talk on X, and if depending on what time Sarah Boone is going to be going on, I may just stream on through and pick up Sarah Boone at the very end of that. I'll probably replay that video in the morning. I do have an issue that has to be resolved in the afternoon, which is going to be crazy. But my plan is to send all you fine folks over to. No, I won't talk about the bands I was in. I try to keep myself private in that sense, as a request from my wife that people don't know who I was with, or that who I'm married to, that kind of thing, because we deal with a lot of politicians, and that can come back to bite her in her chances of having work. Does he fall out? Do I need to take cover? No. But it's one of those where I'm very, very, very careful about letting people know what bands I've played in and that kind of thing. It was nobody that is like world famous or anything. Don't ever worry about that. Not like you've got some world famous rock star here or something like that. No, they were just small local bands. If we did open for some pretty good bands in Atlanta and elsewhere. Yeah, people on the internet do weird stuff, and it's not it's not important. I mean, it's at some point in time, whenever my wife is retired and she doesn't have to worry about any of that fallout, I might tell people who I played with and that kind of stuff and on that, but really isn't any need. You've had 2 cats and a dog, or you have 2 cats. Well, we have 3 dogs. One time we had 2 dogs and a cat. Oh, we've had I mean, growing up, we had a dog and a cat, and the dog and the cat were best buds. They used to chase each other around. Called him Sucker Duck. Yeah, Sucker Duck loved to chase our dog around, and our dog loved to chase Sucker Duck around. And then apparently, Sucker Duck got domesticated around dogs, and the next people that Sucker Duck was around got a tasty duck for breakfast one morning whenever Sucker Duck came over to play. Didn't that dog didn't like to play. Sucker Duck was awesome. I remember him growing up. Yeah, we had all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, Sound Reasoning says, I mean, how many other Sarah Boones are out there? Yeah, trust me, my name is unique, and the bands I've been in are very unique. So it wouldn't be hard to suss out who I've played with and all that kind of stuff and figure out my name. I mean, sure, people could figure that out anyway. I'm not. I just try to keep it between my wife and I, so that way she doesn't have to worry about any of that kind of fallout. Don't need people harassing her for shit that I say on the internet, which I talk a lot of shit on the internet. Trust me on this. This is what I'm known for. And my wife doesn't agree with my outlook. That's the thing about it. Like whenever I talk about Trump, my wife is not at all about any of that. She's just like, I don't like Trump. I don't like Republicans. I think we're better off being socialist. Okay, well, that's your choice. That's one of the reasons why I vote Republican. My little socialist wife. She can't help herself. She's one of those diehard Democrats, which is scary. If it has a D in front of it, she's going to vote for him, and she'll make excuses why. No, but I still love my wife, and that's why I say whenever people get all upset, it's just like, oh, you don't like the lefties. It's just like, no, I just don't like a lot of the policy of the left. I don't have any objection to them as human beings. I just don't like their policy. Same way as, I don't like a lot of the policies that China has. No offense against the people. I don't like it as a unit. So your vote is to counter her vote. That's what it ended up being. It wasn't intentional. It's actually an inside joke between me and my old boss. His wife was the same way until she went to retire. And her stance changed whenever she saw that she didn't have anything. One of the couples at church go to vote just to cancel each other out. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? And my wife will go, oh, you're going to talk about this, or you're going to talk about that, and she'll hear me talking, on the other side of the wall. Whenever we're talking about politics, and you just hear just getting frustrated because she wants to correct me. Oh God, oh, like that's not true. And I'm like, I can show the receipts. It's right here. This was a lie, or this was the truth. That's why whenever I show stuff that is more controversial, like the fake people coming in and being filmed at a rally for Harris, and people are just like, oh, that's fake news. I'm just like, I don't know, you choose for yourself. Here's the video of somebody that was there, and it looks to me like there's not that many people in the building. I mean, this might be before the plane arrived, but you would think that there would be a hell of a lot more people around. It's a trick of the eyes, possibly. I don't know. It could be anything. I think that they over amplify how many people are actually showing up to her rallies. But that's just me. If somebody on here was sitting there saying, I think there's a couple of people that are even my mods that are lefty. Okay, that's fine. Does that make me stop them from being mods, or not giving them the same respect I would for anybody else? Hell no. They've even admonished me and said, you're so wrong. Oh, my puppy's having nightmares. I just heard barking. My dog's having nightmares in the other room. But tonight, not just you. Hey, just Stacy, good to see you. In addition to beauty, my wife is somewhat conservative. I don't have to explain to her that objective reality exists. That's a plus. That is awesome. No, and if politics were the only thing that my wife and I had, I think we'd be really bored with each other by now. And the cool thing is we don't have to agree, but at least she'll hear my side of the story and disagree, and I'll hear her side of the story and disagree. But we can still have those talks. My puppy's having nightmares. Give me just a second. I want to go stir him up just a second. Sorry, I had to go wake up the pup. He was having nightmares. He was having the nightmares. I hate whenever he has, because he's such a happy dog. He's getting old, and he's lost his hearing. I've figured out, so he's not able to hear things. I guess that's, part of it. And he's gonna be he'll be 14 this year. 14 or 15 this year. And Art Beagle. He's a good dog. Good dog. Yeah, all three of them are hanging out with me. That's why I'm doing one of the reasons why I'm doing just a little bit shorter stream. Normally I would do a much longer stream, but doing a shorter stream so this way I could, spend a little bit of time hanging with them, keeping them going. Howls at sirens except when he can see me for a month. Once he woke you up howling but no sirens. That's awesome. No, so what I've got going on is tomorrow we'll be doing the morning stream, probably covering a little bit of the Sarah Boone, and then at night we'll be going over some of the what the hell stuff because I haven't had a chance to watch that. And I am going to more than likely go over and see Gutter Girl, hang out there for a little bit tonight and see how she's doing. Just to show a little bit of support. Her, I think she started at 9 tonight, but I definitely want to give a little bit of love to the expert. Make sure that he's got a good amount of people in there for his Taco Tuesday pub style. So everybody, make sure that you hit the like button whenever you go over there. Show him some love. Give the White Rabbit a little bit of love. She looks as always. And you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And what was that? Can't wait to see the latest what the hell stuff is totally wild. Yeah. Oh, wait till you see today's stream. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I will be seeing it tomorrow for the first time. So I'll keep it all fresh just to keep it fresh. You gotta keep it fresh. Keep it so fresh. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will see you guys very, very soon.